Hello everyone, this is Julie and I am a graduate of USC and Harvard University and the founder of Passion Prep. We mentor and coach high school students to get accepted into their dream colleges inside our Passion Project Bootcamp College Consulting Program. To learn more, you can check out our enrollment page at passionprep.com/bootcamp and we'll put in the link right here. So why is the college admissions process so stressful? Well, there are three good reasons for that. Number one, the college admissions process is competitive. We are seeing acceptance rates as low as 3.8%. Yale University rejects 95% of its highly qualified applicants. And even top tier colleges that used to have around 20% acceptance rates, we are seeing their rates go down all the way to Ivy League level. So it is very competitive. So of course, it's going to be a stressful process for you. And for that reason, the college admissions process is unpredictable. Even if you have straight A's, perfect SAT scores, and you're doing everything that you could possibly do, you might get rejected to your top 5 colleges, or you might get into all 5. It's just the nature of this process is very competitive. It also depends on who is reading your application and essays at the time, as well as where you live, your zip code, how many students get into each college from your high school. So there's a lot of factors that we cannot control, which leads this process to be unpredictable. The third reason why it is so stressful is because you are a teenager. You're probably 14 to 17 years old, and you're still trying to figure out who you are, what your strength is, what your passion looks like. And in the midst of all of that self-discovery, you're having to deal with such a complicated process that involves many different components like your GPA, class selections, test prep, extracurriculars, interviews, networking with admission officers, essays. And there's just so many things that go into this process. And so if you're stressed out about college admissions process, I've been there before. We work with hundreds of students who, came to us because they were so stressed out and they needed the support and the resources. So don't feel too bad that it's, stressful for you. It is just that time of your life, and it'll go by quickly, and there is a right way and a better way to navigate your college admissions process and your high school years. Before I share the 5 tips with you, I have an introductory training that you can attend for free, and I highly recommend that you attend that with your parents so that you can learn more about the most updated college admissions data, trends, and what kind of strategies you should be utilizing so that you can increase your chances of getting accepted. And the introductory training link is passionprep.com/masterclass. So the very first helpful tip that I want to give you to make this process a little bit more easy and less stressful is to focus on 2 or 3 core activities that support your academic interests. At the end of the day, you're going to college to study, and colleges really want to see students who are diving into their academic interest and pursuing activities that support their intended future major. And so instead of trying to do all the things like volunteer, play a sport, play an instrument, and trying to be this well-rounded person, focus on 2 to 3 core activities that will support your academic interest. And inside our bootcamp program, we help our students land those kinds of opportunities, whether it is research or internships or academic interest-based passion projects. The second helpful tip is for you to eliminate activities that you are not passionate about. And I touched upon this point in my previous helpful tip. And that's because when I was in high school, I found myself doing so many different things that I wasn't passionate about, but I just did them because I felt like colleges would appreciate the fact that I'm trying my best here, or that these things will look impressive to the colleges. And I could tell you with 100% certainty that doing what you're not passionate about, doing it just to show colleges, is actually going to lower and decrease your chances of getting into your dream colleges. And so I had to make a hard decision to drop a lot of the activities that I wasn't passionate about, and that just gave me so much more time to study for my classes, SAT tests, as well as work on activities that was actually going to help me stand out. The third helpful tip is to think about a broader question. I know we're always getting into the specifics and what are you passionate about and what are you going to do and what does your plan look like, but for a minute I want you to take a step back and think about, why is getting into my dream college so important to me? And we don't ask ourselves these questions enough because we're so focused on getting in and getting in and getting in and trying to beat the competition. For me, getting into USC and Harvard, that was really important because I am the first child to study in the United States from immigrant families. I really wanted to, make sure that my parents' sacrifices were worth it. But most importantly, I wanted to challenge myself. Becoming successful was one of my biggest goals. And so to me, it was a little bit of that immigrant story, as well as testing what I'm truly capable of. So for you, it might look different. Why are you doing this? Why is getting into UCLA so important to you? Why is studying at UPenn Wharton so important to you? The why questions will really get you to connect to yourself and be more motivated about this process instead of feeling extremely stressed out. The fourth helpful tip is to focus on your recommendation letters. And I feel like I talk about rec letters in all of my videos, and that's because it is that important. The difference between students getting accepted versus rejected with the same stats, very similar extracurriculars, really truly can't be the recommendation letters. A lot of the teachers and counselors who write these letters typically just say something really general, but if you build a strong relationship with your recommenders, then they will write you a letter that will say things that they didn't say to other students' letters. And so building that strong relationship is going to help you feel less stressful about the college admissions process, knowing that there are going to be people who will speak of you and to talk about you in such an incredible way, and that could truly make the difference in you getting accepted versus rejected. The last helpful tip is to create a passion project. We love helping our students brainstorm and create and execute their passion project, not only to stand out in the college admissions process, but we see our students thriving. They are excited to work on their projects because it's their passion, it's what they love to do. And even if you don't know what you're passionate about, we help you identify what your strength is so that you can use your strength to also create passion projects. And so highly recommend that you do something that lights you up, something that excites you, versus trying to just do all the things and check it off like a grocery list, which is something that is not even a college admission strategy, but I see a lot of high school students doing, and that's a huge mistake. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check out our introductory training. It is completely free, and the link is passionprep.com/masterclass, and you'll learn all the things you need to know to get accepted into your dream colleges. And we also share more information about our Passion Project Bootcamp program. So you will find the training to be incredibly helpful and resourceful. I'll be back here with another video. Have a really good one. Bye.